On the 4th of January 2017, I suffered a massive stroke. That's a day I'll remember till the day I die. I felt fit, didn't feel under any pressure, business going from strength to strength. I was ill over the preceding Christmas though, and I couldn't quite shake it off. It was the first day back at work, and I wasn't feeling like going to work, which was not like me. Anyway, I went and had a meeting with 13's offices at Hudson Quay. I was just walking to the boardroom and just collapsed. In and out of consciousness, couldn't speak, didn't know what was happening. Got blue light at the hospital, felt I was dying. Felt quite surreal really, because I felt at peace. And when that day eventually happens, I hope I feel the same. So I got to hospital. Di was there, my wife. She was asking if I knew who I was. I nodded, but couldn't speak. And they tried. It was a clot as opposed to a bleed, and they tried to drain the clot, and they couldn't, which is obviously in trouble. I was unfortunate to have a stroke at 49, but really fortunate. It was on the day that the consultants were on, and they performed what's called a thrombectomy, where they put a catheter in from my groin to my brain and got rid of the stroke, got rid of the clot. And then you start again. Couldn't talk, couldn't walk. When you're in that state, people tend to, they don't do it on purpose of course, but I clearly remember a physio took me and tried to do some physio with me, and she was talking to a colleague, and because you're in a wheelchair and you can't talk, it's if you're not aware of what's going on, and she said, I don't think I'll walk again. But I vowed I would get back and live as normal as life as I could. It was a massive stroke, and there's been lasting effects. I've got the degree of impairment down my right hand side. I walk with a limp. I'll never run again. I've got little moon in my right foot, which means they've had to do some corrective surgery on my right foot to help me walk better. I've had to learn how to talk again. That came back pretty easily, but my vocabulary took longer to come back. I've had to learn how to walk again, learn how to drive again, learn how to get my stamina back to work again, to chair meetings, present again. And these things I used to take for granted, but now they're challenges for me. But every day is a challenge, and every day is an opportunity. I don't feel bitter about the stroke. I feel blessed that I've been given a second chance. But I couldn't have come back without the support of some special people. Obviously my family, some special people at this football club who are still here today. Some have left. I'll always remember those people. But most of all, my wife Diane, who was there for me every step of the way, who put a business on hold, was every hospital opening session, even in Middlesbrough. Then I got transferred to Raycliffe, North Tyneside General. It was much easier for her. She was there, and she's been my rock, and I'll love it till the day I die. The stroke's massively changed my life. I realise I'm not normal. I think when you run a successful business, you feel you're unstoppable. I realise in the blink of an eye that can change. I realise time's so important, time goes so quickly, and to make the most of every day is really important. I'm more mindful now. I meditate every morning. I try to be present. Little things like experiencing a nice day in autumn, experiencing my grandson, taking the Halloween parties, that's really important to me. I certainly realised that money's not the most important thing in life. Yes, it's important to an extent, you've got to pay the bills, but it's not the most important thing. What's really important to me is creating a legacy for my family, for this football club, for when I'm gone, when me and Di's gone, and do my little bit for the community.